Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on a 2003 Toyota Prius. We're going to be installing an Android screen. Let's go ahead and get started. We need to start with removing this screen over here because this is where this new screen is going to go. This one's going to stay. We need to remove the trim right here as well as the side trim by just prying it out and then slowly working around the bolts that are holding this in place. Oh yeah, before you start taking this off, make sure you eject all your CDs in here because it's going to be almost impossible to get the CDs out once it's unplugged. We want to start prying this bottom trim piece out. We have another screw right there on the driver's side, Phillips head. Same thing on this side. And then it just comes right off. We've got some more screws here exposed that we need to undo. Up here it's a 10mm bolt. Let's pull this top screen out and move it out of the way. Now we have access to these upper screws up here, one on each side. Here's the antenna, I believe. Just pull that straight out. We got this connector. So it looks like this black connector will go here. Okay, so black connector there. Then we've got the canvas box connected to this. Then we just gotta figure out which one connects where. This brownish one right here is for the backup camera. This one connects to this over here. This one looks like it goes into this connector for the antenna. And then we've got a GPS connector right there and 4G connector right there. This is your 4G antenna, which you can put anywhere around here. It has 3M tape, so you can probably tape it somewhere in the back panel here. There's the GPS right here. Also with the tape in the back, tape it anywhere over here. Just do a quick turn on just to make sure it powers on and the sound is working. So that's a good sign. The screen is powering on, it's loading. Cool little animation screen there. I like that it shows the battery voltage right there. Let's hope that the sound is working. Let's see what happens if we press play. Oh my gosh, it works! Let's see if the steering wheel controls work. So it looks like the steering wheel controls might have to be adjusted. And then we need to find how to program the steering wheel control buttons, because that's how you control your AC and your volume. Because there's no volume knob here, the only way to control the volume is through the steering wheel controls. Steering wheel study, which is under general. Click steering wheel study. So you want to long press the button that you're trying to program and then press the button that you want it to program to while you're holding it down. So I'm going to long press the key minus button for volume and then I'm going to press this. So now we can do the same. Hold the volume up button and then press volume up right there. So save and then go ahead and press home. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's working. So the steering wheel controls work. So far, this thing is really nice. Plug and play, haven't had to do any splicing. It's working. The music works as I can press here and play. And the music quality is really good, or the sound quality is really, really good. I'm very impressed. I also programmed the mode button as the home button because sometimes there's no home button to press. So if I want to go to home, I just press mode and then I'm back at the home screen. So there's clips on each side and then these ones on the bottom. You just clip them in and now it's in place. All right, so this part's important, otherwise you won't be able to install the new screen. You want to take out these little yellow-green pieces that connect to the old radio, these things. And then you want to transfer them over here on the new one so that you can fit the new screen over here. So the tabs go like that. Now it's on there properly. Fits perfect. Okay, and then we drilled a small hole over here to put the 2 USB cords and the microphone cable right through the hole. And it's on the bottom so you don't really see it. You'll have a few cables that are unplugged here, just leave them unplugged. As long as it works, it's okay. And then fit these 2 tabs on the bottom tabs over here. Now pop it in. There we go. It's pretty good. It's about as good as you'll get it from a product from China. Okay, so we've got the bottom cover on now. It's just blank, nothing here. We screwed this in. All right, let's go ahead and test out Carplay while we're here. So you need to go to Bluetooth and then look for a device here that's you're searching for. It looks like it's KS03, so let's go ahead and connect to that. This is the Carplay setup now on my wife's phone. We are checking it out, and this is kind of how fast it goes right now. It's very smooth in terms of like being able to scroll around. You can choose your apps. The music works, and this is the JBL amp too. Steering wheel controls work. Said you won't make love, yeah. I wanna take my time, yeah. I wanna rock the boat, yeah. I wanna go all night, yeah. I'm gonna get you tired, yeah. I'm gonna get you tired. One thing I'm noticing though is there's like hardly any bass. Press mode to go to home, and then let's see if there's an equalizer, because the equalizer you can here it is. You can change it to set up the music, and then maybe let's go rock. Oh, there, now we're getting some bass in. And you can also check, you can change your settings for the car's sound in here as well. Okay, now we got some bass back. So I just chose the popular setting, but you can mess with each of the settings here in terms of your the equalizer. Again, that is a DSP app right over there. And then you've got settings that you can change. In the factory code is 8888. Okay. And then from here you can choose. There's a lot of settings you can tinker with. I wouldn't mess too much with it because it's already set well from the factory. You can also check your camera settings for the reverse cameras, touch calibration. Honestly, everything works well out of the box, and it is plug and play. It really is. So I'm very impressed with this unit so far. It looks OEM, and the way it fits is like very nice. There's like no gaps anywhere, including down here on the bottom, no gaps, nothing on the top. So very impressed with the screen. Let's go menu here and see if we can show you a video for video's quality. As you can see, looks great. Overall, very happy with how bright the screen is. Gives this older Prius a very modern look now. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below in the video, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good evening.